Just a quick little update on the progress on the Jeep build. Still don't have a name picked out for it yet, but I have these. I was going to put these limited edition Vanquish F10T axles in the dark earth color, but I just don't have it in me to chop off the panhard mount for the leaf mount on this particular set of axles. Not to mention putting Toyota axles underneath a Jeep is kind of like kind of frowned upon. So I am going to hack up these Chanquish HD44 style axles, and I am going to put those on there, and I'm going to weather them up and make them look like they belong with the Jeep, since it's got a rusty frame and beat up and all that kind of stuff. And it'll just make me feel a lot better cutting these up versus cutting these up. So these are built. They're loaded up with the underdrive in the rear. I'm going to pull the leaf mounts off of them. They've never been mounted. I think I'm probably going to sell them. So if you have an interest in them and they're still around, let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Welcome back to the studio and the workbench. Today I'm going to cut off the panhard mounts off this HD44 Chanquish axle. And I'll go ahead and put it in fast forward so you don't have to listen to my cussing, swearing, complaining through the whole process. All right, here we go. Okay, here's where we're at so far. I ended up cutting that piece off and kind of hacked the whole thing off there. Last time I did this, I only took off the first part of it and left a chunk sticking up. So filed it down. It's fairly flush. I don't want to take off too much material and affect the integrity of the Chanquish axle. You can definitely see the cast lines in it. So, obviously this does not come out from one piece of aluminum like high quality Vanquish parts, but this seems to work. And we'll go ahead and put our mounts on now and see how we did. I think this goes on like so. Does it go on that side or this side? I didn't recall. Let's see here. Peek at our measurement across our springs. And we are just about, we're almost 3 inches to the center. So if we do 3 inches to the center, okay, and then this one goes, this one goes on here like so. Looks like I might have to do a little trimming here on the diff cover to get that to sit flush. Doesn't quite sit flush. So let's see, just under 3. That's going to kick this guy out. It probably wants to go on that side of it. So anyways, let me go ahead and mount those guys sort of up, and we'll see where we're at. No permanent mounting yet. There's lots of weathering to do for these axles before I get into the nitty gritty of everything. Looks like I might even have to get some longer screws. I believe these ones are 16. They're just probably a couple threads too short. But for my purposes today, for mock-up, because that's all I'm doing is mock-up, 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 take it apart, put it back together, take it apart, put it back together. You know the drill. And yeah, I could go and remove more material and really round that out so you don't see it. I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to weather this axle up really well, so it's going to look pretty beat up anyway, so you won't see it. Really glad I chose not to carve up the Vanquish Dark Earth axles, because I just couldn't do it. They're just too expensive to just cut them up like that. I'd rather see somebody have them that wants them for a build that they're gonna shelf queen or mess up themselves is fine, but I'm just not interested in carving those up. So I did put them up for sale. They're up for sale on the Vanquish buy and sell page right now, and also my Call to Crawl page on Facebook. So if you're watching this video and it's still relatively early in the game, so to speak, they might still be available. I am selling a set that are just housings only, and the set that I just put together with the underdrive gears in the back. I've got other underdrive gears. I think that's kind of what we're looking for here. That's not super smooth fitting. These are the Merchant Metal Fab spring purchase, and not sure why they're not quite exactly on point here. Hopefully these are the ones. I think the FT10s and the HD44s are the same spring purge, but we are not quite the same level there. But as far as our distance goes, looks like we're just under the 3 inches, so we're probably right where we need to be. They might need just a little bit of work to get them to fit flush the way I need them to fit. So I'll go ahead and do that off camera, but you get the idea. That's the direction we're going with this build. So see you on the next one.